Hello and welcome to the second week of quarter three. This week we will kick off bell work for quarter three, so make sure you are up to date. And remember, anytime you miss a day, you are supposed to come on to Schoology and find your bell work for the week. Um, Starting this week, we're going to kick off William Shakespeare's Macbeth. Macbeth is one of my favorite dramas. Well, it's actually a tragedy, so please forgive me for saying drama. One reason Shakespeare's works have endured for over 400 years may be that his characters, and most of them are either from history or his actual imagination, they've transcended any particular time or place. And many of the characters or archetypes, a familiar character, appears over and over again in not only literature, but in the movies and the shows that we watch now. Um, there are lots of scheming characters, conspiracies, and other stuff in Macbeth. And the tragedy is just as relevant today as it was back during Shakespeare's time. So you'll see it repeated. So you just know we have a few vocabulary terms that you'll really need to remember as far as tragedy. And then we have the main character and some dramatic conventions that we'll write down a little later. If you're looking for the book, if you look on my screen and you go online to the book, it's going to be in the fifth collection, which is called Absolute Power, and that gives you a hint about what Macbeth is about. We have a collection opener, Why You Should Read William Shakespeare, the Shakespearean drama, which is really good. And then, of course, the actual reading of the play will be right here in The Tragedy of Macbeth. There are 5 acts, and we will cover each one of them. We're going to have a quiz for each one. We're going to do some vocab weekly and some assignments. And then I told you we'll also do a project at the end. But just in case, I may have some kids that are on e-learning and I want everyone to be on the same page. So this first week will be dedicated to background of Shakespeare and getting to know Macbeth and where Shakespeare's head was when he was creating this piece as well. Okay, so we're going to start out with a YouTube video, and it's called "Why You Should Read Macbeth," and it's really, really good. Um, and if you look at Monday, there's a small PowerPoint that I may show you on Macbeth. I'm not sure because I don't want it to give away too much. We're going to be doing vocabulary. And then I have a packet for you guys. Instead of me getting up and lecturing you about Shakespearean lit, I'm going to assign a mini research project where I'll get you guys into about 6 groups. And each group will cover some fact of Shakespearean lit. And hopefully it'll pull up right here so I can show you exactly what it looks like for my people that are at home, or if someone just misses a day and they need to get caught up on what we're doing. And it's taking a while. Hold on, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. All right, here it is. All right, so this is the introduction to Shakespeare. This is the group mini project. And you guys are going to choose one of the topics. So here they are. They're listed. And so, for example, group number 1 could get Shakespeare's life. And you're just going to answer these questions, okay? When was he born? When did and how did he die? What was his childlike life? What was he like growing up? How educated was he? Did he marry or have children? How did his experiences seem to influence his writing? So this is what one group would do, and you're actually going to present this to the class. And everybody has something to do. So while you're presenting, the people in the audience will need to be coming up with questions. And I'm going to make sure I write down everyone's name and keep track to make sure that you're paying attention and you're actually listening. Because if we do have to have a test, or even on your quizzes, I could throw in some of these questions and it'll be, you'll be expected to answer them as well, okay? Let's see. We also have a packet that I put together, and I'll try to put this together for every week, just because we know COVID is still prevalent, and I want to be able to make sure everybody's on the same page. So this is a weekly packet. It's per act. For example, we decided about 10 vocabulary words per act would be pretty good. So this is what we came up with for the first week, as far as vocabulary words. And then here are a few notes that I'm going to have you copy down, some things that you need to know about the tragic hero, asides, soliloquies, and dramatic irony. Here's the setting, the time, 11th century. The place is Scotland and England, where it takes place. And then here's a prediction assignment. So we're going to read just a little bit, and then I'll have you go ahead and answer this question. And then a weekly journal assignment. You're going to pick a character, And every week, you're just going to write me one little paragraph or even 3 to 5 sentences about what your character has been through. Did your character change? Has your character developed? Is your character static? Tell me as much as you can about your character. Did they go through anything that week? Did they die? Did they kill someone? Did they have a change of heart? What was going on with your character? And in the event your character is killed off, make sure you just go ahead and pick another character, okay? So I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this week. We cover a lot of standards as well. It's imperative that you do try and come to class, and if you don't, you stay up with what we're doing because the project will come in about 5 or 6 weeks, and you really need to do your best on it because it does replace the exam or the end of the book test that I don't want to give you. I really want to do this project based so that you can remember it the best, okay? That's it for now. If you need anything, you can always email me at urbl@manateeschools.net. You can message me on Schoology. Don't forget, we also have a Remind app. I know it's been a while, so I'll go ahead and go back over this with you. Pretend everybody's in course one. Just remember to access your book. You're going to come over here. You're going to hit this button, and your book is going to launch in another screen. And it's a little different from mine, but once this does open, you're simply looking for this little bar that's getting ready to pop up, and you're looking for the student ebook. And that's how you're going to locate Macbeth and anything else that we read. This is called your table of contents, and it tells you what the book looks like, okay? So here's the cover of our book, and you're going to go to the table of contents, and you're looking for collection number 5, which is Absolute Power. And to read the tragedy of Macbeth, you're just going to click right here, okay? And that's your introduction, and these are the different acts, okay? Also, you need to know how to come in here and go into Schoology, find your course. I always use period 1 because period 1 is the one I post to first. And it should look something like this. The ones that are unpublished are hidden to you right now because I don't want to have too much open for you. I'm going to publish January 11th, which is for this week once I get done. But you should be able to open it up once school starts tomorrow, and everything you need for the week is there. For example, this is what we're doing on Monday, okay? So it just shows you the bell work for third quarter begins here. Obviously, I'm taking attendance, going over some housekeeping, giving you the gentle reminders on the board. Then we're going to start our introduction to Shakespeare. I'll show you some vocabulary, our YouTube video, and we'll get started with our group selection and research assignment, okay? And if you ever want to know just what we're doing for the week, that's what the weekly schedule is for. It'll show you the itinerary. And on Monday, that's what we're doing. On Tuesday, I'm giving you time to work on Macbeth. On Wednesday, continued work, possible presentations on Friday as well. And we'll probably start the reading, I want to say, on Friday too, because if you choose to listen to it, it's really just 29 minutes, which will give us enough time, okay? And then we'll squeeze in a vocabulary quiz or something, possibly on Friday, maybe Monday. It just depends on how we pace ourselves, okay? So hopefully you have everything you need. Again, if you have any questions, just reach out to me and have a great week.